Alright, Shalom. This is the brother Danyala coming back again with another lesson. Giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, HaKodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, the great millstone. And Shalom to the hopeful elect brothers and sisters that believe in this word and that fear in the Heavenly Father and His Son. And I wanted to do a lesson on this. We got this as some brothers is calling it the hunter, the hunter virus. I call it the auntie, auntie out here touching people. Right? Because it's the C19's auntie, right? Right, but I wanted to play this video, and I'll probably do a slight commentary on it as it plays, or I might just let it play through. We'll see how the spirit go. And this is fair use, by the way. I'm just using this for educational purposes, no monetization, right? But this is from Dabu 7. It says, here they go, antivirus. Fear campaign began one day after WHO pandemic treaty talks collapsed. So we got a couple more. We got a couple more plagues out there, man, so to speak. Now, from what they're saying, it has a 40% mortality rate. So this, like the scriptures say, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. So we've seen what he's done before, in the past, with the C19 and other different plagues around the world. The E, starts with an E, rhymes with cola, But we know this devil's MO. Now, whether or not he can make this time, because we know that he knows that he has a short time. So a part of his sword are these different plagues that they whip up in the lab. All these different pestilences, I should say, that they whip up in the lab. So as we're gonna watch and hear, like Dabu was saying, there might be some lethality to it. Okay, they might add some lethality to this pestilence, man, to where people are actually, giving up the spirit. Okay, and that could bring about the mandation of the C-hip. Okay, or this could be because, as he's gonna go into, Hanta means a scam, a lie, right? So that could also be this could also be what is used to have people once again get a vaccination, right? To get further vaccinated, and then maybe they take it another step further with these different strains, and then get you C-hips, So we'll see how this thing goes, right? But if there's going to be some lethality, Lord will, a lot of people are going to be giving up the ghost. They're going to be dropping. Okay? And that will be the judgment of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. But that's a part of this devil's sword. All right? The Lord has given this devil the knowledge to weaponize everything. Air, weaponize. Woman, weaponize. Right? Reproduction, sex, weaponized. Okay. What else? Food, weaponized. TV, entertainment, weaponized. Right? Your building with the building materials that's inside of your house, weaponized. All right. How's them building material? They have for men. All right. They have an estrogen. Those different materials that they build houses with, they have an estrogen effect, right? Destroying your testosterone, right? But weaponized. Okay. So let's play some of this here.
And then the other issue is, I thank the Prime Minister because based on the request WHO made, he accepted. And the request I made was based on international health regulation. And countries are expected to cooperate based on that international health regulation.
And the director of the WHO there, Tedros, saying that every country in the world is now expected to fall in line with his international health regulations due to the hantavirus. You can clearly see, with everything going on from the cruise ship to the stores, stockpiling toilet paper, and yes, that's happening in many stores out there. They're preparing here in America for like the release of an announcement connected to this, where people are going to go into some kind of panic mode because of the projected numbers they're pushing out there through the social media, and that this is deadly and carries a kill rate of like 38%. And that, well...
Ooh. So if that's true, 38%, that means 38 people out of every 100 gone. Gave up the ghost. Right? 380 people out of every 1,000 gone. Gave up the ghost. Right? So on and so forth. 100, what's that? 38, what is that? 38,000 people out of every 100,000 gone. That's a lot of people. But we know the Most High is going to increase the judgments. There's going to be mass judgments, thousands upon thousands and hundreds of thousands and millions. And then with that destruction, billions. There's going to be a lot of people gone. Right? Let me get a precept real quick. Right? This is Psalms chapter 68 and verse 20. It says, he that is our power is the power of salvation. So our power, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, he has the power to save, right? And who is he coming back to save? The elect of the nation of Israel. Okay. It says, and unto the Most High, the Lord, belong the issues from death. So the Most High controls who gets saved and who gets destroyed. Right? Mercy and wrath come from him. Salvation and destruction is going to be coming from him also. So, for those of his elect, as Psalms 91 says, you shall not be afraid of the pestilence that walketh in darkness. So you're not going to worry about that. The elect are going to be good. Right? So, let's go back here.
and that, well, it comes from rat urine and rat feces. Now, I shared with you guys.
Where did they say this CV19 came from? Bats. Yeah. It's always coming from an animal, right? Oh yeah, this one came from a bat in Wuhan, China, right? And then, so be it. Hanta is one of the Moabite languages. All right, say Hebrew, which could be the Yiddish, right? But Hungarian also, right? But that also comes from one of the Moabite languages too, right? From Korea, as the brother Amawan Gabar was going into, all right, when he was fact checking this information. But yeah, it was animals. Yeah, sure. No, you whipped it up in the lab, man. You whipped it up in the lab, right? We're not ignorant of what you do. Like, look at the different genocides and atrocities you did. Look at what is that? Is it Tuskegee? The Tuskegee experiment, where they basically was giving Jake syphilis. Was it syphilis? It was giving them some disease and telling them that they was treating them for bad blood, right? Or giving what is it? Autoimmune deficiency diseases, testing these things out on Jake in Guatemala, right? A lot of these different diseases, all right, they came up with it, and they make it so that they can pass it, and that they can be passed and transmitted sexually too, right? And of course, with these different flames, these flameos, those different things arise because that's the era that which was meat, right? But this devil has tested out these HIVs and AIDs, all right, okay, upon different populations of Jake, like the E rhyming with cola disease that was tested out on Jake, in what's that, Western and Central Africa. I remember too, back in that time, I got some close family friends, so to speak, that I grew up with, that are from Central and Western Africa. Jake, they had to, I don't know, either take some type of vaccination or be tested to make sure that they don't have that disease from when they visited and came back from where they go. They went to Togo, which is on like the western coast, right? So, hey, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. Actually, us brethren, we hope and we pray that this thing is lethal, and that people start dropping from these different plagues that they're seeing, right? Because that's the judgment of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, right? And you people just thought we're crazy, man. We're just saying whatever. Oh, you're fear mongering. Well, of course. Therefore, knowing the terror of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, we persuade men. If you're not persuaded by fear to come into this truth, right? If you're not persuaded by fear, all right, if you came in here for some other reason, right? You're not searching out your salvation with fear and trembling, right? The Lord gonna cast you out, man. You're gonna be destroyed. Right? The fear is the beginning of knowledge and understanding. Okay? And we want to maintain our fear. Right? Hold on real quick. Let's get this, because we brothers always, we recite this precept. We it's almost like we singing it like this is a song. Right? We recite this precept all the time. Sing it like a song even, man. Let's get Isaiah. Salakia. Put this down here. Try to move this out the way, Salakia. We're gonna get Isaiah. I'm navigating to this. Can't hear. I'm navigating. Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. Where we at? Okay. It's going to be a short video. You know, I'm kind of... Jake, you know, got to get something done quick before the rain, you know. And, you know, I pray that the Lord hold back the rain so I could finish this this work. Jake be working outside. And you know what too? That's the power of prayer. Many times I've been working outside trying to complete some work for a client, so to speak. And the Lord will hold back the rain so that I can complete the work or get further in a project, so to speak. So, call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Brothers have the power to hold back the rain by putting up prayers. You know, we have access. Right here, like I said, brothers be singing this like a song. Isaiah 33 and 6, it says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." That's what you want in the time that we're in. You want to have the fear of Yahweh Shem Yahushai as a treasure, right? You want to have it in abundance. So that's something to pray for. Pray for more fear. Pray for more faith. Those are good things to pray for. More faith, more fear, more discipline, more wisdom, right? Like the scriptures say, you have not because you ask not. All right. And also what? Because you ask amiss. Meaning you are asking for things that are not beneficial to you. You ask for them that you may consume them, upon, your flesh, roughly paraphrasing, right? To fulfill the lust of the flesh. No. You should be asking for the spiritual things. All right, the things of virtue. Okay. Let me see. Man, that thing is leaning. Start there. Damn. Salakia. Pulling up. Yeah. But I'm just gonna end the video right there. Lord will, I'm gonna revisit this topic later on today. Okay, Lord will, you are edified. I'm gonna say, call all y'all Bashim Yashar Bashim Kakwadash and Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom. How do we stop this? Down here.